We
are
Microdose.
This is Paul, I'm Brock, this is Jason, and we're Microdose.
And I'm Brock.
So me and Paul were doing open mics around Wilmington. So I was actually in a different version of this band, which had not been named Microdose yet, and we were all kind of jamming. One day Paul shows up at this open mic, we meet, kind of hit it off, and it just sort of evolves from there. Lineup changes for probably a year and a half. And we picked up Jason along the way. He's again, all these, we're all meeting through open mics.
Very recently. I just went to this guy's open mic a lot. And I don't know.
Mondays, Reggies.
I thought he was funny.
We all really like a lot of stuff. Like if it makes us feel good, like we like it. And like that's pretty much what we try to like embody with the Microdose. Like putting on an experience, something that you can either dance to, move to, close your eyes to, and leave your body to. You know? He thinks we sound like Sleep Token. He thinks we sound like Skrillex, but
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I listen to Drake. I love Drake. Big inspiration. That's all I got.
Okay, so When I Die, I wrote that song originally probably 3.5, 4 years ago, and it was slow. It was just pianos, a little bit of synthesizer, and just like some like very bare minimum lo-fi drums, just like very, very, very minimum. And then meeting these guys and meeting people that want to bring the stuff to life, we were able to sit down and kind of formulate like a new progression for it. It was not too much of a new progression, but taking the chords from the piano and turning them into guitar chords, then figuring out how we can translate that into a live band and not just like something soft and slow.
It started off as a very different song, and that's kind of the theme for our music. Like, we played it very differently a year ago than today. It's gotten much more moody, and I mean literally changing from major to minor key. Same progression, just, I was like, what would it sound like if we did this minor? And it sounded awesome. We're like, okay, yeah, that's the way we're going.
What is up, UNCW Digital Drip? And everybody at home, on your phones, on your laptop, on your screen, or on your TV. We're Microdose. That's Jason. That's Brock. I'm Paul. The song is called When I Die. Nice and quiet, 'cause it's too long up here for me. I just needed time, a little taste of silence before I'm picked up by no friend. Just take me to a new day where I don't have to wake up and everything exists just exists. You know it never passes by. I seem to feel like Friday. Moving on, whatever she directs me. Yeah, I just keep it moving, 'cause I don't want to drown in ecstasy. I'd rather feel the truth to feel the inner parts of me. Life beside me is the light that hopes I keep see. Give my reality no matter what it follows me. Whoa, I don't want to fight. I just want to let myself be on the day I die. Thank you. That song's called When I Die.
Yeah, so I'm a drummer. I'm hugely influenced by Rush, Neil Peart. I love Led Zeppelin, even guys like Dave Grohl, Foo Fighters, Nirvana, all that kind of just rock drumming. That's what I kind of bring to the table. Some metal stuff as well. So what about you, Paul?
I play guitar. The more strings, the merrier. Bigger piano, in my opinion. Yeah, just guitar, and I sing and stuff. But I don't really like putting too much accent on the singing. More so just like the sound that we're putting out as a collective. So it's not just one instrument. It's just like everything all as one. If that makes sense.
You
it's
also
like
produce a lot of the music yourself.
Yeah.
So you've written all these songs that we're playing, you know, with our input, obviously live. But this man's a wizard on the laptop. So what he did was kind of wrote all this stuff out, and we morphed it to our sound as a band. So it's cool to have somebody having the creative spark, if you will, making beats or whatever he's making all the time. And I can just come in and play drums, lay down a cool part, and kind of add to the music. So I think that's kind of what he brings. Jason, go ahead, buddy.
I don't know. I kind of feel the same way. I don't think I take much inspiration from much, like just everything I like just kind of goes into. I'm not like thinking about like, oh, this bass line sounds like this. I'm just kind of playing off what he does, trying to make the catchiest thing possible.
You're also a creative in your own right.
Yeah.
With Rosary, so
This isn't my
so
band.
y'all are both kind of on the same wavelength with writing the music. So they just both bring.
I'm in a better band.
He's in a big boy band.
Once I found music, that was it. I was like, oh, okay, this is what I'm good at. This is what I feel comfortable doing. This is what makes me happy. So it's like you have to find that spark in your life. And for me, sounds crazy, but Guitar Hero gave me that spark. And I think a lot of people from my generation or around that age was very inspired by Guitar Hero, Rock Band, and like maybe you didn't play an instrument. And now you're kind of feeling it out. Like it's not exactly the same. Drums translate much better. And I played a lot of Rock Band. So that's kind of like what shaped my music taste in a way too.
Also, you think about mycelium, hence microdose. That's where a lot of mushroom comes from. People hear microdose and think, oh, it's just drugs. But no, it's a little bit deeper than the surface.
And one of the cool things about our music is because we have so many influences contributing to the creative process, we can kind of adapt our set to where we're playing and who we're playing with. So if we're playing with heavier bands, we can lean in on some of the heavy jams. If we're playing with lighter bands, we can go more into the softer stuff, more spiritual, kind of ethereal sounds. So we kind of bring a lot of different genres, so it's hard to put us into a genre in general. So it's great seeing them have fun and keep it fresh for the audience and for the band. So that's one thing I think we bring is a freshness and an energy to our music, no matter where we play.
It's alive. Music's alive, man. Like, who are we to put our hands on it? So, Sheep Talk, the same thing. Another one that we took from like solo stuff that I wrote 3.5 years ago or so. More like, so I had guitars in it, but it was more synth bass with like vocal processors, like more like trap drums and all that like electronic drum stuff, and then bringing it to life with them. And like, oh, like this is another one that we can do, bring to life. And so one of our old members and we were messing with their riff at the beginning, and we just kind of ran with it from there. And we have the phrasings of the words, and that's what kind of like gears it and pieces it all together, and like with like the main riff that we have in it. So
yeah, there's a main motif that kind of comes and goes through the song, so you'll hear it at the beginning. That's how we started off. Yeah. So I think it's a really cool song. When we were talking about which ones are we gonna do, definitely Sheep Talk.
It was really the first song I fell in love with when I saw. I haven't been in the band that long. I was a fan. Like a few months ago, I was a fan. I was just a fan. But I've always loved this song, and it was always been my favorite one to go out and see when I would see these boys. And so it's cool to be the guy behind it now.
What's up, y'all? We're back. Song's called Sheep Talk. those sheep talking, speaking about their sleepwalking, mindless, empty-headed, don't know where they're going. Which just won't come true unless you dream about it. But they won't let me sleep, no. So I fight them on, so they can't no more. I call the battle off, so I'm in this war and let the colors flow. Low level, simple sounding effortless. The more we fight the truth, the more I wish this won't come true. Wishes won't come true unless you dream about it. If I was such a dude so you can make it happy. Oh yes you can. Whoa, whoa, shadows. Yeah, you go beyond the shadows. That's the fight for me, scratching out stuff. Trying to keep up with no wishing that it's perfect. Shadows. Yeah, you go beyond the shadows. That's the fight for me, scratching out stuff.
Thank you.
So it's great to play with these guys. I feel like we have a natural chemistry as musicians. And we're never going to run out of music to play. Even if we don't have any music to play, we'll sit there for another hour. like, hey man, check out this riff, and it's like, okay, all right, and everybody's like, oh,
This is
okay,
a song now,
this is
yeah.
where this is going. This is a song now. So
As long as there's breath to breathe or air to breathe and water to drink, we'll be playing music.